Okay, so here we are once again in the kitchen. I wanted to just kind of show you guys how I've got some of the stuff organized in case, you know, any of you guys get any good ideas. Bean sprouts, doing some bean sprouts. As far as organizing a pantry, we have found that they're shoe racks basically, and I'm actually missing a clip right here, but they're shoe racks that we use for spices. They work really well in the pantry. The pantry itself, and we have a decent sized pantry, but we try to keep it organized. You know, cooking stuff up here. There's a crock pot there, breakfast, breads and things, you know, chilies, ravioli, there's all my hot stuff, pasta stuff, condiments, there's a lot of the meats and things like that, proteins, mac and cheese, there's like peanuts and pistachios and things like that back there, veggies, some bulk stuff with some beans and rotel. Here we got soups. More beans, some random stuff in there, peanut butter kind of stuff. The bottom is just a mess right now. There's kind of stuff thrown around down there, but we've got like cooking oils down there, paper plates, Ziplocs and stuff. But we try to keep it organized so that way we can rotate through it really well, so we can find the stuff, so that way, you know, when we run out of something, we can run to the other place where we keep a lot of our stuff, which I'm going to show you guys here in just a minute. So we can keep this full so that we're good. We're constantly rotating through things, so that way we don't have things that go out of date. Because while it's good to stock up a lot of prep food and shelf-stable stuff like Spam and a lot of these canned meats and things like that, and these canned hams right there, which by the way, I'm going to do a whole video on those, comparing those to Spam here shortly. But that way you make sure that even stuff like soups and things that eventually will go out of date don't, because you're properly rotating through them. So but that's the pantry, what it looks like. It's kind of here in a little corner of our kitchen, and there you go. Let's take a look at the next thing. Okay, and here is our freezers, and I'm showing you this, guys, because I've got 5 cubic feet in this freezer and 7 cubic feet in this freezer, so a total of what, 12 cubic feet of storage. I love chest freezers as opposed to upright freezers because they stay colder longer if the power goes out or anything like that. This one has like a mix of stuff, but a lot of fruits and vegetables, frozen stuff. There's some meat and some sausage and some hot dogs and things down at the bottom. This one, you can't really tell because my wife has thrown a bunch of stuff on top, like some keto bread and mozzarella sticks, which don't really go together very well, but most of this freezer underneath this top layer is like meats and stuff, and chicken and beef, and there's some like buffalo steaks down there, and some elk steaks and some other stuff that we bought online. But this is a lot of stuff that will stay cold for a long time. There's a lot of stuff that you can survive off of in here. So yeah, I love having freezer space. I highly recommend you get at least like a 7 cubic foot freezer like this. You can store a lot of food in them, and because they are the chest freezers like this, remember, heat rises, cold sinks to the bottom. That means even if the power goes out, the fuller you have this, the longer this is going to stay cold, and these products are going to stay frozen. So highly recommend chest freezers. They're cheaper anyway than stand-up freezers, and they're a great way to prep some food. Okay, so here is the closet that we have kind of designated as our prep closet for inside the house. I've got buckets, you know, full of like beans and rice and things that I need to put in, that I have in another location, including some that I need to put with those other ones, but right now I don't have space, so these are kind of getting stored in here. So hopefully I can kind of show you, after the last video I did, we weren't nearly this organized, so I wanted to show you mainly how we have it organized, because I think it helps, and like the stuff we use. We got these shelves here, which I think are perfect. These are shelves that you'll see a lot of times in back rooms at convenience stores and dollar stores and things like that. They work really well for product, and you can adjust the shelves to where you need them. And we got 2 of them. We got them at Sam's, and I want to say they were like 50 bucks a piece. So we got 2 of those, and then we got this shelf right here, which I think we might have also gotten at Sam's. This one was, I think, the same price as these. It was around 50 bucks a piece, even though it's a smaller shelf, but it is a little bit of a sturdier shelf, but it was a size that fit right where we needed it to, which is right here between this shelf and this wall. So these are obviously good places. Walmart sells shelves like these, but they're a little more expensive. I would say go to Sam's or Costco or somewhere like that if you've got a membership. And then we've got some of the totes and things, which I showed you guys in the last video, where we've got like coffee and tea. We've got vacuum sealed stuff that my wife uses, pastas, what's down here, baking stuff. This one is a grab and go tote, so it's got a lot of prep food in it. Grab and go tote, it's got everything in it. Beans, I think back there, I don't even remember what the other ones back there are. They're full of stuff. Some rando stuff, you know, look, clearance aisle stuff. Always look on the clearance aisle. Walmart, wherever you go, your grocery store, whatever. Extra lighters. This is some prep food, Augustin Farms. We've got some powdered milk. We've got a lot of this shelf-stable milk that you can actually get at Dollar Tree. Some sweet stuff, some popcorn, some cereal. This is the box of sprinkles that Daniel sent me. These up here are beans, and I think 2 beans and 1 rice. These light bulbs don't belong here, but some Augustin Farms prep food kits. This is a dehydrator my wife bought but still hasn't used. A lot of alcohol that we had stored because you can never have enough of that. This stuff here is all medical supplies, going down to about right there, and they're just organized, different drawers. Like this is the first aid drawer and things like that. You can see stuff for ears, ointments, stomach, throat, you know, different stuff. We got it organized, and then this is a first aid kit section right here. Don't worry about the stuff at the top, that's just junk. But over here, water. So I've got these bottom 2 shelves filled with water. I know it's kind of hard to see down there. Plus it's kind of making its way out a little bit. This shelf is great. I love this shelf. Again, hit up Sam's or Costco to get this. So we got rices and pastas, and that's spaghetti back there. Back here we've got oats. That's also oats. And then back behind there is like some Crisco and some cooking oils and things. Up here we got some canned fruits, ramen, extra syrup, honey, crackers, mac and cheese. Everybody in the house loves mac and cheese, so we got tons of that. More medical stuff, hydrogen peroxide, masks, Lysol, that kind of stuff. A box of fire, as I like to call it. Lots of canned stuff. So we've got veggies and soups and beans, and my kids love vegetable beef, so we have a lot of vegetable beef. They love putting that like on rice. We get down here, we've got more, you know, soups and beans and chili sauce, hot dog chili sauce. This is all like pasta sauces and canned tomatoes and tomato sauce, tomato paste. Then we get into like meats. That's all chicken. That's all tuna. Down here we have a little chili, some raviolis. This is actually 5 gallons of water. We got some Spam down here. A little bit. My kids love these chicken Vienna sausages, so we never can keep those in stock. But this is just kind of hopefully give you an idea of how you can, again, this is a closet that's probably 10 to 12 foot wide and probably 3 to 4 feet deep. I don't know exactly. Now it's a decent sized closet, but you can do a lot with this if you've got proper shelving. And so that will hopefully give you guys some ideas. Again, the bucket thing. Oh, I did want to show you this. So these are just buckets of rice. That's beans. This is what we call usable rice. So we keep one of these, what do they call them? Delta lids or something like that. So this one's not, well, that fell. This one's not sealed. Like these other buckets down here are sealed. They're in Mylar and vacuum sealed. These aren't. So we come in here and we grab rice. You know, grab rice when you, there's also a really big bag left over down at the bottom. So, pick this up. Use one of these Delta lids to kind of keep it closed, keep it out of the elements. Screw that on. So that's the rice we come and grab when we run out. But yeah, so we've got medical supplies, we got food, we got prep food, we got bag totes, we got alcohol, we got milk and all kinds of stuff, rice, beans, canned goods. Even in a smaller space, there is a way to organize your stuff. Again, having the right stuff. Like last time I said, guys, I showed you guys this closet. It was not nearly this well organized. I couldn't fit nearly this much stuff in there. And that was all thanks to these shelves that I was able to actually get this stuff as organized as I did. So shelving and stuff like that, organizational products really, really do help. You know, so yeah, freezers, pantries, shelves, that kind of stuff. Hopefully this will give you guys some ideas on things you can do in your house to kind of get stocked up a little bit. So that's it, guys. Any questions, comments, anything like that, leave it down below, and we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks.